Hello everybody, my name is Rafix and welcome to my Minecraft Vanilla Customized World. What a beautiful day, except for the fog out there. Let's hit F5 before I walk off the edge and fall down into creeper heaven. Okay, so in the last episode you would have seen me put together the interior for that disc there, that room. I wanted to show you some of the things I've been working on in between. I put in that support down the bottom, and rather than having a curved support, as I kind of think of this as a high tension cable, and it's got some slack because it's also supported by the runway or the walkway there. So yeah, it's kind of like a fallback. If that cracks, then that will catch it, sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know, I thought about it, but this one's straight, so it's actually holding it up. If I could get a better view, that would be good. But yeah, I actually put that in, which is good, and used up quite a lot of iron to do that. I figured, you know, iron blocks in this texture pack look pretty good. They don't look like the other ones, so they look like they would actually support something, which is really cool. I of course slabbed it. The bottom row is for aesthetics, the top row is for zero mob spawns, which is good. Let's put my armor back on also. Just remembered. But yeah, we worked on the interior of that, so yeah, I've put the support in since then. I also went and dragged a few cows up here and bred them like crazy. I've already culled them once and collected all their goods, so I'm actually running with steak now, which is good. And this is the sheep that I had before. Let's see, what else? Yes, I mentioned that I found slime. I found a slime chunk. I guess it's a double one, but it's not really a double one. They're on an angle, so there's, you know, let's draw a little bit of a diagram on these blocks here. There's a chunk here, and then there's a chunk there. So 1, 2. So they're close by, and you dig out all of this area just slightly around that chunk, and then same with this one as well. And then I could dig this chunk out a bit, say this quarter of this chunk, and then make the room, AFK room in the middle there, and then have both those farms running at the same time with a kill floor at some point. I've also done some other things down here. I believe I've shown off the squid, a little bit of a squid thing that I had going. They're in there. So they generally spawn every time I come down here, which is pretty good. And then I also found myself a spider spawner. I was hearing all this noise while I was down here mining, and I decided to go and look for it, and turns out it was right there. So I built this. I didn't do it on camera, unfortunately, but yeah, I figure it's kind of basic, except I've changed things up where I've got iron bars here. You can see through here, and I can kill him if I feel like it. But what's kind of good about this is it's a semi-AFK auto / semi-non without any redstone. It's always on, but it only works of course when I'm in range. But what happens is generally these guys will come along here, they'll see me, they'll want to get to me, and they'll start pushing each other up into this water stream here. Now I can just let them go, and they'll just drown, and then their items will fall down and get collected down there. Oh, don't get too close in case that happens. Or, if I've got a looting sword, which I actually do, I could sit here and attack them. And then I'll collect their drops with either the hopper, or sometimes they fall through to me, which I don't want. But yeah, so that works, and I can hear a slime. So that's pretty cool. I'm heading further away from it there, so it must be down in the actual spawning area, which is good. So what I figured I might do is, well, show myself in a time lapse digging a hole. I thought, what better? I'll dig a hole and you guys can watch me do it. Oh, how exciting. Now I'll try and make it good, but yeah, I'll do that now, and I'll be back after I've done that. So roll film. And I'm back. We're finished. Well, not quite. You can see I've dug this area out. You would have seen me dig it really quickly. I did, however, off camera also extend the walls by 2. I took them out just a little bit further. So that way I can put full platforms in, and then they've got room to fall down off the sides. I'm thinking just a standard sort of spawner where they fall down and into water and maybe drown them. And then this is the second room. This is the other chunk that I mentioned. And yeah, normally you wouldn't kill these guys with a sword. They don't do any damage, so there's no reason to do so. But I have looting, so I figure it's a bit better. Look at that. Now there's a couple of choices I can make here. I could make this right, so I was thinking of digging this out and digging this one out, and then digging this area out a little bit as well, maybe a quarter or so, and then having the kill room / collection all around here somewhere. I could bring them all to this area here, which wouldn't be too hard. I may have to up this level by just a little bit, because I believe that, yes, we have bedrock right there, and from what I understand, they don't spawn on bedrock, so there's no point going down any further. And I may have to come up a couple because of the water streams, if I can't get the water streams to work, which I can on the same level. That's not too hard. I would put a water stream, say, coming down this way and then going down this way, so I'd have source block here running down here to the 8, and then I'd put a couple of signs in, or a sign, and then start another source block and continue it along. So yeah, that's not too bad. But I was thinking that there's not real much need for me to have it set up so that I can actually kill them with the looting sword, because, well, although that would be good and I would collect a lot of extra slime balls, I don't think there's a real need for it, because, well, you know, by the time, you know, you sit there AFK long enough, it's not going to matter. So yeah, I think what I might do is I'll cut it here, and I'll get some platforms going, and yeah, I'll be back with you after I've done some of that. And I'm back. So far, well, actually, I should admit I got a bit carried away, but what I wanted to do was grab some glass, and where do I keep my glass? There we go. Make a stack of black stained glass. I think it would look nice down there. But yeah, I did get a bit carried away, unfortunately, and did quite a bit more than I thought I would off camera. So yeah, but we'll go down there and we'll have a look at what has been done so far. I had a bit of an issue where, well, not necessarily an issue, but I was standing on a platform connecting up, or my entrance, I guess, to that area, to the slime chunk area, and a slime just jumped down and landed right on the area and died right in front of me, and it did scare me a little bit because I wasn't expecting it. I was just watching and making sure that it was all working. Now it looks a bit messy, but, well, I think it works. So, and the rates don't seem to be too bad, which is good, and it's only running at little less than half capacity, I suppose. I stopped off and got some ink out of my squiddies there, which is always good. So yeah, I think a stack should do it, although last time this happened I underestimated, so I might have to cut and go and get some more glass, but it should be okay. I also found that there's a slime chunk around here somewhere. I think it borders on this area here, and I think there's another one just over there, but I haven't uncovered it, so yeah. But I do get a bit of slime coming up every now and again just here. But this is the platform that I was sitting on, and this is where he jumped down and scared me. I was standing here and watching, making sure. But yeah, this is what I've got so far. This is a bit messy, like I said, but it's okay for now. I'll have to get some more blocks to cover that in, but essentially what I wanted to do was just wall off this area. I don't need to do the corners, so that they can't jump down and do that again, because, well, that's not what I want. I want them to, because what also happened was it was a big one that jumped down and landed right here and died, and then 2 of the medium-sized ones came out here, and then 2 went back into there again. So yeah, I figure if I wall it off, That way I'm able to view it and have a look, and as you can see down there, I've got more. That's the other slime chunk, which I will get to at some point. So I think that should cover it up nicely. Now this guy here, he'll eventually make his way down to here, and this is what I've got. So what happens here is they come in, they drown, I've got hoppers there to pick it up, they run along behind this wall and into this dropper elevator. I tried, there we go, there's some slime going up now, which is good. I tried to do a item elevator with just, the fence post and glitching it through, but I had a bit of an issue with the space and everything like that, and this doesn't take up too much space. It's essentially it's 3. I don't need that area there, so it's 3 by 2, and then it just runs into a series of hoppers and drops it into these chests. Now this is what I've gotten so far. This was just while I was working on it and doing all this sort of stuff, but as you can see, they drown here, and eventually they'll become the little ones, they'll drown too, and yeah, I get all the collection. So I guess the next thing is, I kind of left a lot of stuff around because I was just wanting to get out of here. I'll collect all that stuff later, but yeah, what I guess the next thing is, and I'll leave it up to a vote. Do you think that I should purify this a bit, make it a bit prettier, or I figured that I wouldn't be down here too much and I wouldn't necessarily be looking at it. I could wall this off completely with a non-transparent block so I can't see it, but I don't know. I figured the glass would be good, a viewing platform. I also have to work out an AFK location for both spawn platforms, or both spawn chunks and all the platforms, to make sure I get the maximum efficiency, but that will come in time, I suppose. And I guess for now what we could do is, I don't have any blocks on me unfortunately. If I just dig out some blocks, I'll try not to take too many from there because I might cross into an area I don't want. I don't want to break that torch, although I could actually and I'll just take these blocks out here and give myself a platform, because I'm going to go across to the other one. I'll grab all that gold later. So that's around the killing area there, and this part will lead into the second chunk down here. I'll make a way to get back up, but yeah, I haven't done this area yet, and I do need to do the same sort of thing with the water taking me all the way around. No thank you. Might as well use my sword as it's got looting on it, so don't freak out. I'll check the light level here. 6. Okay, that's not so good. Place a torch there. Yeah, so I got to do this one here. Unfortunately I come across a lava lake, which was a part of a cave that I'd already been down and already turned to obsidian, so this area is going to take a little bit longer, although I do have efficiency 5, so it doesn't take too long to get through an obsidian block, but yeah, that will take a little bit longer regardless. Okay, now I have to make a way back up. There we go, that should do for now, and what I'll do is I'll get rid of it as best I can, just so that they don't jump up here, the medium-sized ones or the smaller ones. But yeah, now we have a working slime farm. I guess I could, no, there's no reason to put bars in, because if that was the case then they'd get out of it. But yeah, as you can see, a small one just died there. Yeah, I think it's good. I think this is handy. Now this has been a rather short episode, I believe. I haven't done all the math just yet for all the times, but I believe it will be a small episode. So I'm sorry for that, but I guess it is my fault. I do apologise. I did get carried away by doing all the platforms and all of the water, and also the killing area and the storage. But I wanted to get it done as quick as possible, just to make sure that I could harbour all of this stuff. Oh, I don't know how that got in there. Yeah, I do now. But yeah, as long as it's working, that's all good. So yeah, if you think I should pretty it up a bit and make it look a bit nicer down here, especially the spawning pads or even the walls around it, also I guess I will probably do this area here, but like I said, I figured that I'm not going to be down here too much. I'll just come along to grab some slime every now and again and maybe sit here when I got nothing better to do, let this farm run for a bit. But other than that, I don't necessarily feel it like it needs to be all that pretty, but I can do it. So yeah, if you think that's the case, then leave a comment in the comment section below. But and if you don't think I should, then also leave that down there too. Why not? But yeah, for this episode, I believe that I'm done. I've done quite a bit, and I think it's good. So yeah, there we go. I think it's done. My name's Rafix, and that is a slime. And we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.